up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and to a very unique video. I am truly going back to my roots on this one. If you know me from the shows I've been on, you know that I would wake up at 5 a.m. and beat this face every single day while filming, and everyone would make fun of me for it, but I had such a love and passion for makeup that has unfortunately died over the years. I just feel like the mainstream brands that I've been seeing in stores have not sparked my creativity, and their launches have been lackluster. But I finally came across a brand that has reignited my love for makeup, and that is ZEESEA Cosmetics. Now, if you've never heard of ZEESEA Cosmetics, they are a new artistic brand that merges both art and makeup into one, and they are collaborating with the British Museum. And if you don't know this about me, this is such a random fact. I am completely obsessed with museums and aquariums and all of that stuff. For my birthday, I went to Mexico City and went to like 3 different museums in one day. I had a blast. So combining 2 of my favorite things, like, I feel like I'm in heaven. So thank you, ZEESEA, for sponsoring this video. Now, even though this video is sponsored, all opinions are completely my own. I would never steer you guys wrong. If I didn't like the products, I would simply send it back. ZEESEA was kind enough to send me multiple products from an array of collections. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we get started, okay, I have to give my Angel Alert Army shout out. So today's Angel Alert Army shout out goes to Stephanie. Thank you so much for your love and support, Stephanie. And if you want to be a member of the Angel Alert Army and a chance to be featured in my next video, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, click the little notification bell, and retweet the tweet that's pinned at the top of my profile. So ZEESEA sent me, I think it's 7 eyeshadow palettes all together. They're like, we're not gonna collab on 1 palette, we're gonna do 7. So this is the Divine Feline. Each of the Maya palettes come in this holographic packaging. This one, being the Divine Feline, has the embossed cat on the front. I'm not getting rid of this packaging. I'm saving everything like a hoarder because everything is just so stunning. So this is the palette itself, and you'll notice a theme in all of the palettes, no matter what collection they come from, is that no detail is left unnoticed. Everything that I'm showing you today is an experience from start to finish, from the packaging to the experience of applying the product down to the wear. So you definitely get what you pay for with these. When you open the palette, there's a huge mirror. I'm gonna try not to show you all of my equipment in the back. There's a huge mirror, and then there's a plastic divider type of situation with a beautiful holographic cat design. I'm completely obsessed. And the palette itself, this color story, is very unique because I do see some warm tones, I see some cool taupey shades, I see some shimmer, some pressed glitter. There's a little bit of everything in this palette. Next up, we have Goddess, which is the goddess of the solar calendar from the Maya story. And this is the palette I am wearing today. Again, like, look at this. This is art. This is what makeup should be and what other companies are lacking. When you open it up, it's again the same thing, a nice big mirror, and then this plastic sheet. This one has cherry blossoms on it, I believe. And I love this palette. This is probably my favorite palette out of all of them. This is more of a peachy pink palette, which is right up my alley, but there are some transitional shades as well as a light cream color. So for this look, I took the brown shade from the bottom right and placed it in my crease. I was really surprised at the pigmentation. I thought it'd be more of a wash of color, but it definitely wasn't. All it took was one swipe and it practically blended itself. Then I took the mauve shade and placed it on my outer V. Again, very, very pigmented, had to do little to no work. The shadows did everything for me. And then I took the champagne color and put it on my lid. Super easy. It was a fast look. I didn't spend any time at all trying to blend out the shadows. They kind of all melted into each other. Then I took the pressed glitter and placed it on my inner corners. And this is without even any glitter glue. I just wanted to see how they performed without anything on underneath, and they're holding up pretty nicely. Definitely love this palette and will continue to use it. And then last up for the Maya collection, we have the Crystal Skull palette, which is the sacrificial objects of the Maya story. This is a very, very colorful palette. Even so, there are those transitional shades that let you create a complete look. And that is one thing I absolutely love about this brand, is you can create an entire look using one palette. You don't have to dip into multiples if you don't want to. too. I hate when brands put out a palette and you can't even create an entire look. Like, we need those transition shades. We need those highlight shades. Even if it's a completely purple, green, it doesn't matter. We need those shades to create a look no matter what color it is. So I self-tan, so I have the worst skin for swatches, but I'm just going to show you how creamy these are. I'm gonna take this purple one right up here and look at that. It's so creamy and soft and silky and easy to blend. I just can't get enough. Like, I don't even want to swatch half of these. They're so stunning, but oh my God, look at this one. Oh my God. That's that pressed glitter right there. The next few palettes are the Enchanting Egypt eyeshadow palettes from the ZEESEA British Museum collab. Now, if you've never heard of the British Museum, it was founded in 1753 and it's the first national public museum. The collection tells stories from across the world, from the dawn of time over 2 million years ago to recent acquisitions. Each of the Egypt eyeshadow palettes are inspired by different elements of the Egypt collection at the British Museum. First up, we have the Anderson Cat eyeshadow palette. Now, this is a sunset themed eyeshadow palette with 16 different shades. You have warm browns, burnt oranges, reds, golds, bronzes, and yellows. Next up, we have the Scarab palette, which has this really interesting bug on it, but this is more of a red wine eyeshadow palette. This palette would create more of a gorgeous exotic eye makeup. Next up, we have the Papyrus, I don't know. I suck at these names, but it's a coral eyeshadow palette and it's definitely more of a peachy toned palette, super sweet and feminine. Next up, we have the Cobra palette, which is a golden orange eyeshadow palette, definitely for more of a deep, rich look. There's a lot of brown and brick reds in here. Which palette was your favorite? I love them all. I cannot wait to play. I haven't tried all of them, but the ones that I have swatched and used are really bold and blendable. I will definitely be using them on a daily basis. So next up, we have something really fun, and this is ZEESEA's colored mascara. They sent me 3 different shades. The first one is just a black mascara, but it's the wand for me. I love wands like this that are plastic and that separate the lashes. I don't really gravitate towards those fluffier volumizing brushes because I'm not really looking for volume. I'm looking for lengthening and separating, especially on my bottom lashes because I wear falsies, and this is a perfect job. They also sent me this rust red mascara, which should be very, very interesting to play with. The brush is different though. It is that fluffier type of brush, but I'm still intrigued by it, and I didn't use it in this video, but I will definitely be using it in the future. This last one is the most interesting. This is Aurora, and it is a shimmer mascara, and the wand again is completely different. ZEESEA has so many different types of mascaras, colors, wands, everything. I could definitely see myself like using this in my eyebrows for like a really crazy look. I don't know. I'm getting really creative here. Next up, we have something else that's very, very fun. These are ZEESEA's felt tip liquid eyeliners. I got 5 shades. They come in this beautiful holographic packaging. Once again, I'm telling you, like, it's all in the details with them. I got shades Pearl White, Sweet Pink, Sunset Orange, Smoky Gray, and Vintage Khaki. I haven't gotten a chance to apply these to my eyes, but when I did the swatches, they were extremely bold. They just glided on, and they did take a little bit of elbow grease to wash off, I'm not gonna lie, so I know that they have really great staying power. The white one definitely speaks to me. I could see myself doing a graphic eyeliner with it, and I can't wait to play with it. But for this look, I stuck with ZEESEA's black liner, which looks like this. I haven't worn black eyeliner in so long, so when they sent me one, I was like, I need to try it. I need to see what it feels like to have black eyeliner again, and I instantly fell in love. Check out this packaging. So this is the Fairy Dear liquid eyeliner pencil. It's not really a pencil though. When I think of pencil, I think of something that I have to sharpen. This is definitely a felt tip liquid liner, and I got it in the shade black. It is very smooth going on. I don't have any transfer from my eyelid to my brow bone, which is something that I get very often with liquid liners because I do have somewhat of a hooded eye. and it's just super dark and black. I wouldn't say that this is a matte finish. I would say it's more satin, but if you don't mind a satin finish eyeliner, this one is definitely for you. Next up, we have ZEESEA's eyebrow pencils, and they come in that same packaging. I have two shades here, one in dark brown and the other in gray, and today I used dark brown. It's a very thin triangular shaped pencil. I was really able to get those hair-like strokes in my brows, and then of course it comes with a spoolie, because what brow product does not come with one? Like, if it doesn't come with the spoolie, just put it down. Like, you need a spoolie to brush out your brows. And I have very thick brows naturally, so I don't fill in too much. I just simply draw in some hairs where I'm a little bit sparse, and I'm good to go. Okay, lastly, we have my favorite collection by far, not just from ZEESEA, but from any brand ever. And this is not an exaggeration. When you see it, you will understand, you will know, and when you buy it yourself and feel it in your hands, you're gonna be like, this is the one. So this is the Palace Identity Forbidden City collection. It is inspired by ancient Chinese culture. Just wait, you have to see it. First up, we have the Golden Dragon lipsticks, which come in a golden component with a dragon sculpture on it. It has a curved and detailed pattern on the lipstick itself. I really didn't want to swatch any of these. They are that gorgeous. I just want to put them on my vanity and leave them there forever and never touch them, because they are that beautiful. So ZEESEA was kind enough to send me 4 different shades of this lipstick. The first one is M05 Princess, which is what I'm wearing right now, M08 Queen, which is a true red, M10, which is a nude apricot, more cool toned than a regular nude, and then M11, which is a reddish brown. The formula is extremely smooth and pigmented. It took one swipe. I've actually been wearing this lipstick for like 5 hours, and it has not gone anywhere. So everything from the packaging to the product is just A1, 10 out of 10. Like, this tube though is literally a work of art. It's a work of art. And it feels heavy, it feels luxurious, it feels like you're getting what you're paying for. And the magnetic closure is just so satisfying. I absolutely love it. Next up, we have the Peony Blush, and the packaging again is absolutely stunning. There's multiple tones in here. You could use a mid-tone shade as a blush, the deep tone shade as a contour, and the lightest shade to highlight. What I did was just mix them all together and apply them like I normally would a blush, and I'm a blush fanatic. I like blush everywhere on my face, and it is the absolute perfect shade. I could see this working on many skin tones. Next up, we have the Hippogriff Transparent Compact Powder. It is a translucent powder that won't smudge. I don't see myself using this all over my face. What I did today is I used it under my eye as a brightener, and it worked perfectly. The embossment on the actual product is stunning. I've pretty much said stunning a million times in this video, but I literally am so, I can't get past the packaging. It's so beautiful. And then lastly, we have the Shimmering Glow Powder Highlighter in the shade S02, which is a rose gold with a beautiful clock embossment in the product. I use this today on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow. And this just gave me the perfect icy highlight. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Don't forget to check the description for direct links to ZEESEA and all of the products mentioned here today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.